Alright guys, so here is the TV stand slash computer holder camera thingy. I don't even know what we're calling it. Anyway, so if you look right here, we've got the bag that has all of the other supplies that we need to mount the television, the computer, and the camera with. The computer goes onto this thing right here. The camera goes on top of that, and then of course the big thing right there is what the TV goes onto. There were a couple of screws that were kind of dinky. Up here we've got some M4 6mm long. I would replace those because this thing moves, and if I were to hit that or stand up really fast, I'm sure I could take that right off. The hardware to mount. Okay, so the hardware to mount the computer with, what you do is you take this tab right here and you push it, and then you pull out this plate right here. And then for the television, I put the bracket thingamabobbers on. I know I'm really technical right now. So these guys can go onto different slots out depending on where they are located on the television. And then you can move those around. And then also this level right here, this guy can move up and down, but it's a little hard to do. It's kind of just in place using pressure. I would probably just lower it if anything. And then back here we've got the power strip thingy platform. It's high tech. All you do is you got these little screws right here, and you just you pull those guys out, and then you can like raise it up or down. And then right here we've got a series of these cable covers. Yeah, you run your cables up and down the spine of the column or the trunk or whatever. And then the other thing I have to say is that these covers right here are only held on by really tiny screws. So if you're gonna bash this thing into doors, when like when you're going through a door and you hit the kick plate, these things are probably gonna come off. That's just my opinion. Alright, that's all I'd say. Okay, I've got one more thing to say, and that is that this thing is really heavy, especially the main column. I think that the reason for all the weight is probably to counterweight the fact that the television is probably going to be really heavy. So be really careful, don't tip it over onto a small child.